Prey detection physiology, olfactory predation. Prey detection is the process by which an organism seeks out the organism it feeds on. Prey detection in vertebrates is largely based on sensory mechanisms that are generally adaptations to the environment inhabited. Of particular interest in vertebrate physiology is the diversity of the use of olfactory senses in prey detection across vertebrate species. Olfaction is a chemoreception stimulated by chemicals that interact with receptors to produce a sense of smell. All animals release chemicals into the environment. Many of the chemicals are byproducts of metabolism that can be sensed by olfactory receptors by predators. These are called odorants, and predators have developed techniques to use these chemical messages to locate their meal. In this review, the olfactory predation mechanisms of the shrew and the polar bear will be discussed. By doing so, we are able to demonstrate that it is not only large mammals who use olfactory mechanisms to detect prey, but also small animals and some aquatic species. Both vertebrates have complex olfactory organs often located in the nasal cavity in the head of the animal. One of the organs is the main olfactory system, which is responsible for sampling the air by inhalation, and this inhalation senses odorants, which directs the predator to its prey.
The predator does this by following the odor in the direction it is becoming strongest. Olfactory receptor cells that make up the main olfactory system is the connection between the environment and the brain. We will begin our discussion on olfactory foraging with the shrew. The water shrew is the world's smallest mammalian diver which preys at night. Their bodies are long and narrow, having a long tail and a long pointed snout. Shrews have small eyes, resulting in poor vision, so they have to depend on other senses, mainly their sense of smell, for predation in their aquatic environment. Using their large snouts, shrews exhibit an underwater sniffing behavior in which they rely on olfactory cues to search for and detect their prey. They do this by exhaling air bubbles that come into contact with underwater objects or prey, then re-inhale these same air bubbles, bringing the smell back to the nose. This underwater sniffing behavior allows shrews to follow a scent trail to search for and detect possible prey. An experiment was conducted in 2007 by professors from Vanderbilt University and the University of Manitoba, in which water shrews were exposed to an environment containing 4 objects: a silicone rectangle and cylinder, a silicone fish model, and a model cricket made of clay, to test for the underwater sniffing behavior of the shrew. Major results concluded that out of all objects, the shrews generated the most sniffs around the model cricket, as they detected the odor from its clay body, spending most of the time investigating this possible prey, which does not normally exist underwater.
Now let us discuss the olfactory predation mechanism of the polar bear. The polar bear is known to have the strongest sense of smell. Polar bears are able to smell a prey from a distance of more than 32 kilometers away. That is the distance from Sudbury to Dowlin in Ontario. The polar bear has more olfactory nerve endings than other mammals. Their brain is more equipped to process olfactory signals than its other senses because a large portion of the brain mass is dedicated to the sensation of smell. This is called the olfactory lobe. The polar bear's incredible sense of smell is also supported by its large nose that is capable of identifying even the smallest traces of a smell. Polar bears' main food source are seals. Recent studies from Alberta University on polar bears have confirmed that they completely rely on their sense of smell and wind direction to look for seals. When bears are trying to find seal dens that are under layers of snow and are virtually invisible to the eye, they rely almost exclusively on their olfactory sensation to find seals because winds can carry odors. The study tracked Hudson Bay polar bears for 11 years using GPS and satellite imagery before cross-referencing their movements with wind patterns. Traveling crosswind gives the bears a steady supply of new air streams, which maximizes the area they can sense through smell. Therefore, the take-home message from this review is that olfaction plays a big role in prey detection mechanisms across the vertebrate species. I hope you enjoyed this video.